Hello there. How is everybody doing? Okay. Well, enough, right? Okay. Gonna get started here. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Have you guys ever seen somebody react to bad news? And you know, I mean, when I say bad news, I don't mean like somebody died, like I don't know, a big tree branch fell or a tree falls in their yard and not on the house, but enough that it's going to be cleanup. I don't know. I saw a dude react to that one time. You would have thought the sky was falling, and I thought, well, maybe that's why you're single. Maybe that's why your baby mama and you ain't living together. Because do you know what I mean? Some people can handle things in stride, and others cannot. They just can't. It's like they have to have their reaction, and it's just a level of drama that, like, I get it. I get it. Things can be aggravating, but at the same time it's like, what if you had a real problem? You know, because, say something like that. That's something fixable, you know. And like I said, I'm not saying it fell on their house. I mean, just basically something that causes people a little bit of inconvenience in work. Kind of reminds me of my corporate career when, you know, some folks would be getting some of the same work that we had been getting year after year after year, but for some reason that person was in the boss's office complaining about how hard it was constantly, constantly. Again, it's like, most people can figure it out, right? Sure, that person gets attention. Sure, that person gets, whatever, the excitement of a conversation with the supervisor. But is their problem solved? Um, yeah. They thought it was going to be solved. And sometimes it's because they look good that they got the position, right? I'm sure y'all have seen that before. Somebody put just batting their little eyelashes to get their way, right? Yeah. And collective, you don't need to do that. You're like, I'll bat my eyelashes at myself. I, giving yourself that morning pep talk saying, look at you. Hey, good looking. I know you got a whole list of things to do today, and I bet you're going to get a whole bunch of them accomplished. Right? Yeah, 501s. I feel like, this thing that whatever you're involved with collective, the thing is you like to do things well. You like to do things passionately with gusto, but you cannot do all of those things at once. So, you know, remind yourself, not to lay the guilt trip on you, because trust me, there will be El Diablo here. There will be somebody else who is ready to be the first one to lay a guilt trip on you. Somebody will volunteer. Okay. I'm sure there's somebody right now criticizing Angelina Jolie, even though she's done all that work with UNICEF and adopted all those kids and blah, blah, blah. Well, she should give more. Okay, do you know what I'm saying? She's only one person, people. Obviously, she had a higher calling than just, movies. I believe the famous Shirley Temple Black, you know, commented on that during an interview with Larry King, I believe it was. She forged herself in a role that allowed her to feel this flow of appreciation of life, right? And sure, was she the cute little kid that did la da lollipop, right? All that stuff. But there were people that wanted to bind her into that, right? Think about the Joy of Painting guy, right? He also said at one point in time that he didn't really care for that haircut of his. But he said once he was on television, everybody knew him by that. He thought, that's my signature. I can't change it now. Page of Cups. Yeah, somebody could be giving you a lot of reasons, but none of them like make a difference to you. Um, right? And they could be like wistfully thinking of this time and that time and whatever time. And again, you're like, well, there's people over here fighting for my energy, but I'm still trying to stay in this flow, right? Eight of Cups. Hallelujah. Looks like the servicemen got their job done today. That is a nice relief. Okay. Eight of Wands. Yeah, look at that. So, okay, just like if you turned off the power, right? Okay, it's going to be quiet, it's going to be silence, there's going to be separation, there might even be a little bit of anxiety, there could be some wistful dreaming about once was, right? But once that power kicks on, man, boom, 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 Eight of Wands, like we're here, it's happening, it's lit, right? Okay, so much to the point where somebody might feel overburdened. Okay. But collective, it's your job to kind of step into this kind of loose King of Wands energy where, some things are like easy come, easy go. Okay. All right. We're still under 10 minutes here. Might as well go ahead. Why isn't that? Sorry, my PC must not be exactly plugged in, I guess. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna pause the video here.